Hello world, I hope this video finds everybody doing good under the sound of my voice. I hope it finds you blessed and highly favored. And if you woke up to see today, I hope you thank God for today and we gonna live it day by day. Hello world, I chose the topic today, and the topic I chose was you don't have to be the most handsomest man or the most beautiful woman to be considered a dime. I chose the topic because, sometimes you can see an individual, he may have all his characteristics in line, or he may present himself to look that way, or the female, vice versa. Because I chose the topic, because you don't have to be the most handsomest man or the most beautiful woman to be considered a dime. Because you may meet a certain woman or man, and they may have all those characteristics of being a dime. And us men, we use the terminology diamonds, that's considered a 10. Because, I would like to just make it plain to some people and I want to help some people out with this because sometimes we could be looking for all the wrong things. And we could be looking for that dime, and all we might need is a 4.5 or a 5. It could even be a 6. Because it takes a lot of good characteristics to develop that dime. And some examples I would probably like to make is sometimes you can meet a certain individual like a female or male, and his outer appearance will make him look one way, and he may not be that way because the way he carry himself, his car, how he look, how he dressed up, and how he present himself to you, he may look like that dime, that 10. And when you get him home and y'all like, the more you get to know this person, you'll see that maybe he may have been a 5.5, not even a 6, because it takes a lot of good characteristics to develop that dime that you're looking for. Because sometimes you may find yourself a 4.5 or a 5, and you can make it out to which all her characteristics can make her be that dime because her personality, how she carry herself, her hygienes, how she keep her house clean and how her appearance is, how she keep her nails done, how she keep her feet done, and how she tend to smell, because she may have all the characteristics of a dime and she may not look that way because sometimes we can get beat out of shape on looks. And I just want to make it plain to some people that because, you just can't go on looks because looks can be deceiving at times. Because, I don't met a lot of beautiful women in my life. And some examples I like to make towards a beautiful woman is this. I don't met a beautiful woman like in a department store, and her attitude was so bad to where one day I went in the store and I clowned her to a certain degree because it was like every morning I come in, I try to show her all the love in the world. And every time I see her, she always displays some kind of ill action as far as her attitude. And, her attitude was real bad, in other words. And, I come in when I try to show her love and try to be respectful, and she'll always treat me bad. And so one day I stopped in my tracks and I said, "Excuse me." I said, "Young lady, you're a beautiful young lady." I want to keep that in mind that I stressed her beauty first. I said, "You're a beautiful old lady." I said, "You're a beautiful young lady, but your attitude make you so ugly." And, I could see where her whole demeanor changed and I got her attention. Not that I was trying to rip her, I was just trying to let her know that you're a beautiful young lady, but your attitude make you so ugly. And, I could see where, like I said, her demeanor changed and she was kind of heated with me. So the next time I went to the convenience store and I was going to get something, I don't know what it may have been or where the stop was, gas or whatever the place was, but I seen her again and I could see instantly that her attitude had changed. And I think her attitude simply changed because I had got her attention. Because, it's like when you meet a certain individual and she's beautiful, she tend to think that looks can get her anything. But you got to have the looks in order for her to be a dime or what people consider a 10. You know, you gotta have the looks, you gotta have your hygiene, your personality, and you know everything gotta be intact for you to meet that description. You know, because you could be a beautiful person, and sometimes when you're beautiful, you think that's all you got to rely on. But I beg to differ because if you're beautiful, you want all your characteristics to be intact. You want your personality to be like something. You want your attitude to be like something. You want your hygiene to be like something, and you just want to be up the par. And if you got all those characteristics, then you're a beautiful person. That hey, I might consider you a real dime, you know, or a 10, like us men say, you know. But you know, I just want to share this with somebody because I don't want people to go through life thinking that you got to be a certain way or, you know, I'm not a 10, but when I come on the scene, I'm gonna carry myself like a dime. Because, you know, once your self-esteem is intact and you know what your worth is, you know, you can tend to do anything because you're not basing everything on how you look. Because you got your personality together, you got your hygienes together, you got your attitude together, and how you carry yourself and conduct yourself. You could be a 10. You could be that dime because you got all your stuff intact. And like I said again, you know, I can go on any scene. I'm gonna carry myself like I'm a dime because you know how I'm gonna present it to you because I'm gonna try to have all those things intact. And you can't tell me nothing about myself because my self-esteem is to the roof. And you know, I may be a 4.5, but all my characteristics gonna make me a 10. I want to help somebody out with this one because, you know, sometimes we can go through life because we don't have the looks like that beautiful person or, you know, that beautiful woman or that handsome man. We can tend to look down on ourselves. I beg to differ. I might be a 4. But I'm going to carry myself and conduct myself like a 10. And the way I feel within myself, because I feel like that I'm that dime, you know, because that's how I'm going to carry myself. Because my self-esteem is always going to be up here, up the pole. You know, so I just want to drop this on somebody because I don't want people beating themselves up on how they look. And, you know, my friend Kevin Glassball, he always tell me this. If you search deep, every man, every woman got something appealing about themselves. Hey, because every person is looking for something different. It might be that person's it might be his it might be his cheeks. It might be his eyes. It might be his smile. It might be the chest. It might be the thighs. It might be the you know how they shape. You know because every man, every woman looking for something different in a certain individual. That's why you'll find a person that you might not think that much of. She's taken because everybody's looking for something different and everybody like different things. So I just want to just drop this on somebody because I thought somebody needed it. Because like if you don't meet that dime, you know, you don't meet that 10 like that's what us men say. You know, you could be that 4.5, but if you carry yourself and you keep your self-esteem up, and you can be that dime because it don't take a real serious, beautiful person to be like to be that dime. Because I just told you, it's your characteristics, how you carry yourself, you know, your attitude, your personality can bring you up to dime status. I'm that dime, you know, because, you know, when you see me, I'm going to present myself that way because, you know, I'm not going to belittle myself or small myself for as to being who you people want me to be. I can only be Dexter Wheeler, and that's who I'm gonna be. So I'm not gonna belittle myself. I'm gonna always think highly of myself. That's the point I'm making because you could be that dime. You can appear to be a 4.5, but when you got home with that certain individual, you might be that 10 that they're looking for. Because I just told you that's why a lot of women that you think the least of, a lot of men that you think the least of, that's why they take it. Because the characteristics they may have that may bring them up to that dime status. Just food for a thought, and I thought I'd drop this on somebody because I don't want nobody going through life thinking like just because you don't look a certain way. It's how you carry yourself. It's how you present yourself. It's how you keep your hygienes and how you treat people, how your attitude is, how your personality is. You know how you can bring smiles to people's faces and how you're always trying to be the same person every time that person see you. You know it's how you carry yourself to make you the dime status. So I don't want people beating themselves up on how they look because looks is one thing. You can be the, and not just stressed, you can be the most beautiful person on the planet and have that attitude and that personality be out, and it'll belittle you. And you know, because I don't want people going through life either thinking that looks is everything. You got to have all your characteristics in check. So in order for you to be that dime. You know, just food for a thought. I thought I'd drop this on somebody. I thought somebody needed it. And, you know, I just want to encourage somebody just to do something different than what you did yesterday. Call somebody and check on somebody you haven't checked on in a while. They matter to hear your voice. And I always say that the world is not just centered around you. You have to deny yourself for someone else. That's the only way this thing gonna work. I just want to encourage everybody listening in to take God everywhere you go. And everywhere you go, everybody will see God in you. And I just want to encourage everybody to keep your eyes on the prize, which is Him. And be blessed till the next time.